Hi, Graham Park here from Shooters Union. I'm here today with Mark Molachino, who is the Catter the KAP candidate for Hinchinbrook in the upcoming by-election. Also a long-time Shooters Union member, as are other members of his family, and a keen shooter. But he's also got a fantastic background, former Deputy Mayor of Townsville, and was on the council for a number of years. Outside of politics, so Mark, what's your everything else?
Yeah, thanks, Graham. Grew up in Ingham, born and bred there. Worked in the sugar industry for a number of years before I joined Defence and went off to see the world with Defence. Settled back in Townsville, obviously, back in 2010. But, had my gun licence since 1996, since John Howard brought in those laws. And, my kids are following as well. They're getting right into the pistol and rifle shooting at the moment,
great.
so they're really loving it. Another two members coming forth there for a Shooters Union. But, obviously my passion for this is making sure that, our rights aren't infringed as licensed gun owners, and making sure we take that fight to Brisbane to back you.
And it really is an ongoing thing. Now, apart from firearms and I know you like hunting and also target shooting. What do you see for North Queensland? Because my understanding, and being a dreaded southerner, but my understanding is that North Queensland really doesn't feel the love from Brisbane, and pretty much all the money from North Queensland just sucks down into the black hole of Brisbane politics with the two major parties, and they suck it all up. So what can you do differently as a member coming in, and you're replacing a successful member with Nick? And so what would you be able to do?
Number one is you need to have a voice that represents the region in Brisbane. We don't need another head nodder from Brisbane in the region.
Yeah.
We've got enough of those there now. So we need someone who truly represents what the people are thinking, can actually say what they're thinking, not have to get approval from Brisbane before they speak their mind. It's one of the disappointing things, I think, with the two major parties, and I know, trust me, I've lived it, is you cannot say what you want to say. You have to get it all scripted from Brisbane. So you truly need someone who can speak on your behalf when these issues come up.
When Mark says that, he has been in some of the major parties before, and has been working with people on both sides. And to me, that actually would be one of your more attractive features, because you understand the importance of that local representation and regional representation.
Graham, and I keep saying to people, I've been inside the belly of the beast before.
Yeah.
You cannot win from inside there.
Yeah.
So it's important that you have parties like the KAP who will really stand up for shooters' rights. In one particular reason. We've got massive feral pig problem up in North Queensland. And all we're saying is give, licensed shooters the opportunity to help clean this mess up. But, we keep fighting and bashing our heads against the wall.
I sit on some biosecurity councils, and I've got to say, the feral animal problem is massive. And it's absolutely destroying whole parts of North Queensland. And it seems like people don't worry about it. And I'm like, this is serious environmental damage. It's vandalism not to do something about it. And anyway, I'm glad you're running for that. I'm glad you're there doing it. I know now that you've got a background, you've got a business, you own a business, you run a business currently.
Correct.
So you work with mining companies with that a lot?
Yes.
So you've got experience in that. I know you grew up around the sugar industry, so you've got experience with that. And then you've got experience with local politics and now state.
Right.
Well, Mark, anything else you want to say to people before we out to our members?
Yeah, look, ultimately, Catters Australia Party is really the only party that will give you a voice down in Brisbane. So, to the people in Hinchinbrook, when it comes time for that election to put that number 1 on the ballot paper, please make sure you consider Catters Australia Party to stand up for your rights in Brisbane.
Thanks very much, guys. Get out, support Mark, get along to any events. What he could really use, he's not looking for your money, but what he could really use is some volunteers, to help hand out how to vote, help do things in pre-polling, because with a by-election, a lot of the polling, most of the polling is going to happen before the date.
Correct.
So really, if you can give an hour, if you can give 30 minutes, and give a couple of hours, please get a hold of Mark or his office and see if you can give a hand. We'll put some details along the bottom how you can do that.